Well, economists have a theory about divorces. They go up when the economy is strong and less so when the economic situation is rough. Pattie Lovett-Reid's been looking into the numbers behind this and joins us now. Pattie.
Well, Shulman Law Firm reached out to me and said, hey, we've got some statistics to suggest that when the markets are very strong, if you're in a less than desirable situation and you think maybe it's time to separate, you're feeling pretty good about your finances, that could actually tip you over the edge and say, yeah, it's a good time to go. The same sort of thing can happen when the economies are not doing very well and the markets as well. Because there's going to be something called an equalization process through this. And if you're someone that's been investing in the markets, you've watched your portfolio grow, you know that on the date of separation, those who have acquired the wealth are going to have to equalize that wealth with the partner. You think, okay, I can handle this and get through it on a better financial footing than if the markets weren't. The problem is you have a separation date and then you have the divorce date. And often the divorce date is when you go through that equalization of assets. If the market dips down, you could be left feeling pretty blue and holding a financial bag that you didn't know or intended to have happen. On the other side of it, if the markets take off, you could be in a much better situation. I raise this point because, of course, we're coming off the TSX second quarter. I'm not suggesting that summer's going to be disastrous for some, but the fact is it had a pretty decent quarter, up almost 6%.
I'm thinking of some couples saying, hey, it was a good quarter for the TSX. We
We're
should
out of
have
here.
that conversation around divorce. In all honesty, I mean, I can't think of a lot of couples
yes, of course, tongue-in-cheek.
taking that prudent economic path that you would if you're looking for a home that you would with a divorce.
No, I agree.
Situation.
They are in a different situation, but I have spoken with many divorce lawyers, and they say people will be very strategic about it. You could have a partner that stays at home. Signs are, hey, go out and get a job. You might enjoy being out in the workforce because it's a very different financial situation if you have to support someone that's always been a stay-at-home individual versus someone who's been in the workforce.
Right.
So, yes, I have spoken to many lawyers. They are very strategically talking to their clients. Is this the right time or is it not? And what are the factors around your particular lifestyle?
It's less about the couple and more about the lawyer because the couple is angry and they go to the lawyer and the lawyer reminds them of the financial realities, basically.
Exactly. And so, you know, and there are often going to be inequities if there's not a cohabitation agreement or a marriage contract in place that suggests assets such as RSPs, pensions, shares in business, mutual funds, cars, real property, and of course cash, all is subject to equalization. What is not are CPP credits.
Interesting. So how often, what do you hear from some of these lawyers on what they end up doing? Let's say you're talking about a variety of different assets and people are trying to find something that seems fair for everyone. What ends up happening?
Well, I think you sit down and you figure out, you look at all the pros and cons on terms of the timing. If the decision's made and you don't see it being, turned around, then you've got to look at it from a financial perspective, because guess what? Divorce is big business. I looked at the number of Canadians that separated or changed their marital status to separated in 2017. 841,315 cases.
Wow.
I'll end it there.
Come on. Everyone should be happy. I know it's a little hot out there. People are sweating a little bit, but it's summertime. Get through it. Get through it. Pattie, thank you very much. You can read more about personal finance on our website, bnnbloomberg.ca. Speaking of the markets, let's show you what's happening. We're kicking off the next quarter after what was a